Ever heard the one about the shipbuilder who broke up with his girlfriend? She said he had too many issues with barnacles and not enough time for canoodling. Well, building a ship is indeed a titanic task, but let's dive into it. Shipbuilding, folks, is not for the faint-hearted. It's a complex, time-consuming process that would make even the most patient monk tap his foot. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was the Titanic. The first step? Designing the ship. It's not all about drawing a big boat and calling it a day, no siree. It's about creating a safe, seaworthy vessel that won't leave you up the creek without a paddle. Or, worse yet, stranded in the middle of the Atlantic. You've got to plan for every eventuality, from rogue waves to pesky icebergs. So, before you start hammering away, make sure you've got a solid blueprint. After all, you wouldn't want to end up like our friend who got dumped over barnacles, would you? Once you've got your blueprint ready, it's time to roll up your sleeves and get dirty, or rather, get your shipyard workers dirty. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of ship construction. The first step, laying the keel, is like setting the backbone for our gigantic sea creature. It's ensuring that our beast will stand tall and proud in the water instead of flopping around like a fish out of water. Next, we assemble the hull, our ship's outer shell. This is where the fun really begins. Think of it as a massive floatable jigsaw puzzle. But unlike your average puzzle, this one doesn't come with a picture on the box. It's a bit of a challenge, but who doesn't love a good challenge? After the hull, it's time to install the engines. You could think of them as the heart of the beast, pumping power throughout the ship. It's like giving our beast a supercharged, energy drink-fueled heartbeat. Remember, patience is key. Rome wasn't built in a day and neither are ships, but hopefully they'll float better than Rome did. So, your ship is looking ship-shape, but you're not done yet. It's time to add the finishing touches. Now you might be thinking, what else could there possibly be? My friend, you'd be surprised. First off, we're going to install navigation systems. These are like the ship's eyes and ears, helping it to steer clear of any obstacles. Imagine trying to navigate through a crowded party without your glasses or contacts. Not the best idea, right? Same goes for our ship. Next up, we have safety equipment. This includes lifeboats, fire extinguishers, and, for those particularly clumsy crew members, plenty of band-aids. All these items ensure that the ship and its inhabitants are prepared for any unexpected shenanigans the sea might throw their way. Now on to furnishings. You can't have a ship without a captain's chair, can you? And what about a galley for the crew to whip up some seaworthy meals? Let's not forget the bunks for those well-deserved power naps after a long day of sailing. It's like setting up your first apartment, but on a much, much larger scale. With all these elements in place, it's finally time for the big moment, launching the ship. This isn't just about sliding our giant creation into the water, it's a ceremony, a celebration, a moment to say, look what we've built. But don't crack open that champagne just yet. After the launch, we conduct sea trials to test the ship's seaworthiness. This is like the ship's final exam where it has to prove that it can handle everything from a gentle breeze to a full-blown storm. And there you have it, folks, that's how you build a ship. It's a lot like life, really. It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of effort. But in the end, you've got something that can weather any storm. Just remember to keep those barnacles in check.